Welcome back to Fight the Flat Earth, the channel that puts stupidity over its knee and scalps its arse with a slipper. Today on episode 2 of Flerfs are idiots, we're taking a look at somebody who has a really high opinion of themselves that's really not justified. I'm talking about, of course, the mind of God. A vile little narcissist that called themselves the mind of fucking God. This guy has a particular misunderstanding of gravity. Let's take a look at his main argument.
To be orthogonal, and this gravity would have to be orthogonal. The term orthogonal. Orthogonal can mean are orthogonal in frequency, signals as orthogonal because they're orthogonal in frequency. Those vectors would need to be orthogonal. It's orthogonal in frequency. That's why it's orthogonal.
You do realize that to make that section, I had to literally rewatch him say that over and over, and clip it and edit it together and render it, and I've got a headache.
We're living on a disk, floating through space, with a tiny sun.
Yes, the mind of God, someone who, when facing me in debate on the NonSequitur Show, spent the first 20 minutes talking about how goddamn smart he was, just to prove himself wrong when he didn't understand how a Carpenters Level worked.
How do you think a Carpenter's Level works? What forces are causing that bubble to move?
What forces are?
Yeah, the bubble's moving around, like you said. So what's causing that bubble within the Carpenter's Level to move?
Its orientation is not level. I don't know how to answer that.
Now, I know the mind of God has got like a list of things he wants me to address, but you know what? Fuck you. This is my channel, not yours. I'll do what I want. However, I am going to address this whole orthogonal thing. I get a headache every time I say orthogonal. So orthogonal in this sense is talking about two vectors that have a dot product of 0, which means they make an angle of 90 degrees or one of them has a vector of 0. Which is great when applying it to things like computer science, communications, even statistics and art. Anything that requires signal processing for the equation to make sense. What it does not apply to is gravity, because the equation F equals g m1 m2 over r squared can predict and calculate everything we know about gravity perfectly. You don't need to consider any orthogonality when referring to gravity. The force of gravity only involves the two objects. It's an attractive force, not a compressing or compounding force. One object may crush another because it's heavier, but that's a measurement of the force of gravity on an object. That's it. No more needs to be said. You don't need to keep saying orthogonal. Ow. So let's take a look at the Mind of God's channel. How long has he been around? Must be pretty new at just 100 subs. A year. He's been on YouTube a year and has 100 subs. Alright, okay. Let's take a look at one of his videos.
Again, looks like it's fairly similar to yesterday. Kind of a half pizza pie. Then we got the sun. My question is, if the moon is being illuminated by the sun, why is there only a fraction of it that we can see? If it's not producing its own light, and what we're seeing is the reflection of the sun, which is here, interacting with the moon, which is there. Why are we only seeing a little more than half of it?
Holy crap, right. The numbnuts doesn't know why you can't see the side of the moon that isn't illuminated, but I'm pretty sure he just answered his own question. The sun is coming from one side and hitting the moon. The moon is a round object, it's spherical. Only 50% of a spherical object can be illuminated at one time. So there's no light bouncing off the other side of the moon for anyone on the Earth to see it. It's of course going to appear dark to us. Now, the tiny brain of a Flerf is so affected by bias that the mind of God doesn't realise that there shouldn't be any light reflecting off that side of the moon, because he doesn't believe the sun is 93 million miles away. He thinks it's inside a magic snow globe with the rest of us that was created by some crazy sky wizard. So, what else has this magnificently stupid person got for us? Hey, is that the debate from the NonSequitur Show? Just like straight up ripped from their channel and put here. That's not cool. Oh look, and the after show. Bit of a dick move there, Dick. And what's this? A video about the Mark of the Beast. Oh god, no, I'm going to save you the horrors of watching that. But the mind of God thinks that RFID chips are the mark of the beast. You know, the things that you can get implanted in your skin to control technology. Now, I'm no Bible expert, but I'm pretty sure the Bible doesn't say the mark of the beast is a physical thing. So I continued to look through his channel until I discovered that he thinks that school shootings are fake. At that point, I lost interest in really talking about him anymore. Someone that sick that will clearly spit on the memory of dead kids and people is just disgusting, vile waste of space that I don't really care to think about anymore. So I'm going to end the video right there, and I wouldn't mind if you guys went to the channel and gave him a bit of a fuck you. Before I go, guys, I would like to announce that I have launched a Patreon. If you guys feel the need to support me in my fight against stupidity, then I would greatly appreciate anything that you can do. Check it out at patreon.com/fighttheflatearth. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, then that'd be great, and a like would also be really appreciated. I'll be back on Wednesday with the 3rd episode of Explaining Simple Stuff to Flerfs, talking about the sun, and I'm back on the NonSequitur Show on Saturday. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Remember, stupidity is not right. Fight the flat
We're
earth.
living on a disk, floating through space, with a tiny